Good morning, Lynthia here talking today about your food and your mood. Is there a connection? And so it has come under increasing scientific scrutiny in the past couple of decades. William Duffy brought early attention to this link when he wrote the book Sugar Blues, which was written over 30 years ago. So it's really unfortunate that so few people consider how their diet might be influencing their mood and their mind, and seeing how it can indeed have a profound effect on your mental health and your mental wellness. So, for example, research has shown that unprocessed foods, especially fermented foods, help optimize your gut microbiome, thereby supporting our optimal mental health. And I know you'll be happy to hear about this one. Dark chocolate, coffee, animal-based omega-3 fats, and the anti-inflammatory spice turmeric, or it's also known as curcumin, also tend to boost your mood. Whereas, of course, sugar, wheat, gluten, and processed foods have been linked to greater risk of depression and anxiety. And so oftentimes when we're depressed and anxious, we reach for that feel-good food that might be sugary or salty, because temporarily it gives you that dopamine, it gives you that high that makes you to feel good, but it's very temporary, right? So do you think that mental health is actually worsening around the world? So according to the World Health Organization, depression is now the leading cause of ill health and disability worldwide, the leading cause. And it's affecting an estimated 322 million people globally. Also, suicide rates have steadily risen since the year 2000, and a trend blamed on the effects of social isolation, economic pressure, opioid addiction, and limited access to mental health care. So considering these facts, it would make sense to be proactive about our mental health, wouldn't it? And that increases, if you're eating foods that are not so healthy for you, it increases your chances of having some issues with mental health and mental wellness. Stress is at an all-time high for many people. And so you ask, what is it that you can do? And so increasing your consumption of antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and nuts and seeds is one thing that you can do, is increase those healthy foods that nourish your body and give you the nutrient that it needs to function optimally. Eating plenty of omega-3 rich foods, and of course replacing those unhealthy processed foods with real, wholesome, nutritious food, real foods. The foods that our great-grandmother and grandmothers used to make. They had lots of different vegetables on their plate, and they didn't have the packaged and processed foods. So avoiding the processed foods, the fast food, the commercial baked products and sweets will help. While there are many superfoods known to lower inflammation and lower your risk of insulin resistance, the simplest and most basic foundation here would simply be to just eat real food. When you go to the grocery store, you go to the farmer's market. At the grocery store, you want to walk around the aisles. You don't want to go through the middle of the aisles. That's all the packaged stuff. You want to go through stay to the outside perimeter. And so it's also important to know, what are your beverage choices? So this might be an area to overhaul as well, because many people are having pop and sugar juices that are full of sugar, also flavored water. So depending on what you're using to flavor your water, it could have aspartame in it, and you think that it's not going to affect you or bother you, but aspartame has been linked to certain diseases. Also the energy drinks, to be mindful of the energy drinks that you're consuming as well. They're very, very high in sugar. So 5 superfoods, there's quite a big list of superfoods for your mental health, but I'll list just 5 of them here for you. So once you're eating healthy in general, there are a number of different superfoods that you can start eating that will help, such as wild Alaskan salmon. Another small fatty fish, such as anchovies and sardines, are a great source of the animal-based omega-3 fats necessary for mental health and optimal brain function. You know that DHA and EPA are the structural elements that make up your cells. So these fats also play a role in the regulation of brain chemicals, such as the dopamine, the released in response to pleasurable experiences. So foods high in tryptophan. Egg whites may not be the best choice. It's actually better to eat the whole egg, have the yolk. The yolk contains the greatest amount of tryptophan. Spirulina is second in the food list for tryptophan. And so also includes spinach and other folate-rich foods. The B vitamins in general are really important for psychological well-being, and a deficiency in either B6, folate, B9, or B12 are all capable of triggering psychiatric side effects, including depression. So most organic leafy greens are a good source of folate. Aside from spinach, other top sources include broccoli, asparagus, and turnip greens. Now, my favorite, of course, organic dark chocolate. According to a 2009 study, eating 1.4 ounces of dark chocolate per day for 14 days, divided into 3 daily servings, morning, afternoon, and night, reduced levels of stress-related hormones in all participants in that study. A systematic review published in 2013 also found that dark chocolate may be helpful, maybe a helpful mood booster. Milk chocolate will not have the same effect though. So to work, opt for the dark chocolate with at least 70% or greater, and make sure to limit your portions. Now, organic coffee also has its benefits and its drawbacks. So in fact, findings are mixed when it comes to its effect on depression. So you'll have to gauge the effects on you personally. Another analysis published in 2015, which looked at 347,000 individuals, concluded that caffeine helped protect against depression. Other medical experts warn it may worsen anxiety, which often goes hand in hand with depression. So another key thing to remember is to release negative emotions stored at the cellular level in your body. And you can do that using timeline therapy techniques. If you've had significant emotional events that have happened to you in your life, whether in childhood or now, it's good to release the emotions from the event that are stored at the cellular level. If there's a root cause that you might be avoiding it only lasts for so long, right? We keep pushing things down, and then all of a sudden, poof, it just kind of flows and flies into our face, and then it's like, oh, now shit happens. What's going to happen next, right? So avoiding is not the way to go, because we avoid by often turning to food that's unhealthy, or we're addicted to other things, right? Drugs, alcohol, social media, Facebook, Netflix, whatever it might be, work, right? So it's to be mindful of all of that. So embrace an antidepressive lifestyle. So again, that comes back to eating healthy foods that nourish your body. Get sunshine and vitamin D. It's very crucial that from my trainings at the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition, if you're not getting that direct sunlight for 15-20 minutes a day, not just your face but your whole body, then you do need approximately 7,000 international units of vitamin D per day. From my cancer coaching program that I took in 2014, it's even more. It's 10,000 vitamin D, 3 international units per day if someone has cancer. So keeping that in mind, remember to rest, sleep. Sleep is very important. Rejuvenate. You might want to meditate or journal. Even listening to guided meditation or nice hypnosis can help with stress relief and anxiety, also depression. And if you need help, to reach out, get help that you do need, because it's beneficial to, like I said, release the emotions at root cause from the unconscious level. And again, my name's Lynn Thier. I'm your mental fitness coach, and I'm wishing you a great day, a great week, and be well and take care of yourself.